When you're up here in the mountains, conditions can change quickly, especially at higher elevations. Right now we're still over 3,600 foot, which is not terrible. I should say I am. Everybody else left. But there's a massive storm brewing in the west. White Wolf's just gonna crawl up in his den and ride it out. Once you get wet, it's over. Your attitude is over. And my attitude is already starting to get a little bit rough. I woke up this morning, had to shit, and it was raining. So, got all that out of the way, got my bear bag down, reinforced my tarp. I'm about to try to reinforce it again before this thing hits, and I'm just gonna ride it out and hope it passes quickly, and I'm gonna get back on the road, and I'll probably catch up with them, to be honest. But this is what we call a turning point in rider's lingo. Let's just hope the plot doesn't thicken too much. Sometimes when life gives you lemons, you just gotta make coffee and oatmeal. Getting a little cooking fire here. Decided to have a little breakfast while I wait this storm out that seems to be stalled up. Nice weather right now. It's actually a nice morning. It's about 9:30, excuse me, 9:30. Figure if it's not passing a couple hours, I'll reconsider. But as long as I'm on the trail before noon, I can still make it to the shelter. It's about 5.7 miles up to a deep gap, and dry out for the evening. But we're just out here chilling. I mean the bird up in there in the tree, and me, and one hiker that passed. I think everybody's hanging out at the shelter back at Trade Mountain. But we'll see. Hey folks, storm's moving in. Just after about 12 o'clock. I'm up here at Steeltrap Gap. Everybody else made it to Deep Gap Shelter. They're sheltering up there for the evening. I'm gonna try to ride this storm out right here. Somebody's passing over here with got him an umbrella. Basic thing set up I got is Z-packs and Osprey pack cover. But they're going up higher elevation. The storm is, see if you can see them. But there you have it, folks. Storm. Just ride it out right here. Got some water being collected. If I can get up about 13 ounces, got enough for a meal house. White Wolf, hanging in there. Be back. Well, folks, This might officially be the first 0 day. We've taken 2 B rows and 1 Nero. And finally, I think it's going to become a 0. Unless some miracle the sun comes out here in the next hour. It's already after 1:30. And it's off and on rain. It's just, I don't think it's good for your PMA, your positive mental attitude out here to try to hike in this shit. But then again, if you must, I mean, the way I look at it, the rest of the tramway went up about 5 or 6 miles. That's 5 or 6 miles extra on my hiking day tomorrow to wherever they end up. And with a 0, I don't think that's going to be that hard. But with no 0 and wet gear, I don't know. Maybe with a positive attitude, that'd be possible. But it's early in the game. We're just going to sit right here, chill out, listen to the headphones and the rain tapping on the tent, and enjoy the 0. My legs sure are enjoying. My feet are busted. Yeah, folks. I'll holler at you later. All right, folks. Well, rain stopped. And it just poured like pouring piss out of a boot. It was quite a storm we had today, but could have been a lot worse. A few of those gusts, I thought my tent was just going to blow right down the mountain. It's pretty rough. Spent about 2 hours trying to start a fire to cook with, but all my wood's wet. If your wood's wet, it's hard to start a fire. I found that out, so I never got it started. I gave up after burning up all my toilet paper, nearly. All my oatmeal packets, everything I had that would burn. I tried. So I ate a Cliff Bar, called it dinner. And I'm gonna get up, sunrise, pack up, start hiking. I'm not gonna worry about breakfast in the morning. Go through that same process again. Here's what happened. I got back to Helen. I went to the store to try to find some gas, couldn't find none. And just decided I would bum off one of the other folks for a few days till we could get to the NOC and get to a decent store. But everybody left and I stayed. So I have no gas and no way to cook except for fire, and all the wood's wet. So I'm eating dry food. You know, out here, there's only so much you can do. You can be prepared, which I'm not. I don't have any gas, but you can try to be prepared, but it's hard when you're out here on the trail for today's day 10. I mean, it's easy to do a 1-nighter, 2-nighter, have everything you need, bring it all back to your truck, pull up, unload everything, including the kitchen sink. But this is a whole different beast, folks. This is through hiking. That's what this is. Throw in your pack, hike through, whether it's rain or shine. But anyways, I'm gone on too long in this video, rambling about nothing. I'm gonna try to get some sleep tonight, and hopefully my legs after the 0 will be 100%. And the weather's looking like it's gonna be sunny and nice all week, so we'll just hike North Carolina like that. How about that? resupply. But it's gonna be a fucking hike. I'm gonna go ahead and guarantee you right now it's gonna be a hike. Get down to Georgia. Anybody who says Georgia's a joke, they've never hiked it. Now, I've hiked the Smokies. I know they're serious, but this is nothing to be laughed at. All right, folks, I'm gonna turn in here, I guess. It's already after 9, and that's hiker midnight, so White Wolf, over and out. Well, folks, White Wolf checking in. I survived. Good news. The sun is out. Got all my belongings drying out. Kind of flying in the wind. It's a little after 9 o'clock. I'll probably be on the road or on the trail, excuse me. On the trail again. Probably be on the trail by 10. Try to get in about 8 hours of hiking. Push it on up. I haven't heard from the group, but I'm just gonna push it in and see if I can get in some serious miles today. I'm feeling really good after yesterday's 0. And that's good news too. So I'm just gonna pack it up and head north. I think it's gonna be a beautiful day, folks. One thing about the rain, it always moves out quick in April and brings in some wonderful spring weather. But the storms, they can be ferocious. No lightning, but there was some serious wind gusts. But White Wolf crawled up in his den and survived and lived to tell another day. So I'll check back in with you folks later. Over now. Well, I'm back on the trail, folks. And looks like the rest of the family is up the trail about 25 miles. So I got a late start. I wanted to dry all my gear out. It took a while. So I didn't get on the trail until about 10:30. And that's going to be a long ways. But distance is, like time, is relative. So, well, look at it. It's 25 miles. It's just, that's where it is. And it's a straight shot. Right now I'm averaging about 3.5 miles an hour, according to my GPS. So I could probably do about 14 in like 4 hours. Going this pace and take a little break and bust out the other 10, or put camp and bust out 14 again tomorrow. There's just so many ways you can do it, folks. There's so many places to stop, so much water, there's so much wealth out here in the forest. And most importantly, there's time. You got it all day. So I do have a headlamp, so I'm gonna find a good pace. And as long as there's no blood mountains or tray mountains standing in the footpath, it's possible. I did hike Tree Mountain twice just for fun. So, well, ignorance. Don't ever bump your head and then just start hiking. Figure out which direction you're going first, folks. But right now, the sun is coming up on my right side. That means we're heading north. Follow the white blazes. Keep on trucking. Alright. Alright. Kelly Knob is officially kicking my ass. It's been an hour, 27 minutes since I left Steeltrap Gap. It just keeps going up. And
I felt great, and then I thought I might try to beat some records today, but I don't want to die up here on this mountain. Plus I'm out of water, so although it's nice not having to wait, I don't really miss it at all. But this mountain, knob, hill, is kicking my ass. Just after 12. It's gonna be a long day, folks. I can't keep this pace, there's no way. Skipping breakfast, skip dinner last night because I couldn't bring myself to eat a cold, freeze-dried mountain house. I spilled half of it in the tent. I couldn't get the fire started, so I just went to bed after a lovely Cliff Bar for dinner. So I'm running on no calories, no water, but I got a 0 day yesterday, so I'm feeling froggy. I'm gonna keep on going. Attitude's still pretty good. It's a miracle. So who needs all that other stuff? I'll see you all at the top. 420, guys. I am somewhere. I've gone 14.6 miles. I left about 10:30 this morning. Another white blaze. Right here. Somewhere up here. I don't know where I'm at really, because I ran out of water and I looked around, there's no water anywhere. I'm only up like 2,000 feet. So I looked at gut hooks, said there's a small stream up ahead about a mile. So I'm gonna stop there and have some refreshments. Help myself to the currency of the mountain stream. And well, I might not make it up this hill. By the time I finish recording this, it'll be officially my first 15-mile day. After 0 yesterday and a brutal storm, and an even more brutal morning and afternoon of hiking, I am ready for a break. And at that break, I'm going to make the call. The rest of the family's headed up to Standing Indian Mountain Shelter, I guess. Don't have any service down here. Tried to send a message back at mile 69, but only had one bar, so I'm not sure if it's sent. I think I see water. I'm gonna have to let you guys go and take care of some of this desert thirst that such a dry day produces. I'm really just hiking up here because I need to borrow somebody's gas. That was rough last night. No supper, because all the wood was wet. No coffee this morning because I need to get on the trail. No breakfast this morning because for the same reason, no coffee. And that wasn't a spring. It was just a rock with a little bit of glistening water that was left over from last night's rain. I hope that wasn't a small stream gut hook was talking about. Well, we'll find out. finish this book and get up here and relax for a minute and enjoy this view. I mean, that's why we do it. Easy to forget. Here's the stream that was on gut hooks. I do hear water way down yonder. Just keep pressing though. It's not good. All right. We found it. Hear that? Check this out. Fresh mountain water. Get it myself from the mountain stream. Well, in literary terms, it's what I'd like to call a turning point. Trail angel just came through here and handed me a Miller Lite. I was pumping water at the stream here. If that ain't trail magic, I don't know what is. I've been going through these gaps where the youth groups come up here and make you hamburgers. And let me tell you folks, this is real trail magic. When you get in a car and go up the side of the road and set up a picnic, that's not trail magic. Yes, I appreciate the hamburger being thrown at me, but I got my mountain house, I don't need a full meal. I'm out here dying of thirst on top of a ridge, running out of water. And some trail angel comes up and says, hey, you want a Miller Lite? That's trail magic, folks. But I still got a hike ahead of me, but this Miller Lite here is going to be what gets me up Standing Indian Gap tonight around dark. I got 2 liters of water, ice cold beer. Guy said his name was Gordon from over at Around the Bend Hostel, Dix Creek. Y'all need to go give that man a handshake or something for me if you see him. But he said he was doing beer delivery. Look out, DoorDash, Uber Eats. We got independent contractors out here going to take y'all out of business. This is where the real thing happens out here on the trail. That's just tune in and let y'all know I found water and a beer. I'm going to survive tonight. I'll get back on the trail after I slam this Miller. Get on up to the shelter. Pitch a tent. All right, folks, we'll be out. I just wanted phone's about to die. My watch has already died. I got some water back there. But look at this. Look at this. Oh. That is, sorry, cut that video off trying to take a picture. That's the North Carolina, Georgia border. But I gotta keep going. First step into North Carolina. Oh, fuck. I don't know how many miles I've done today. I feel like it's just been, I don't know what this is. Christmas ornament. Sound like there's nothing inside of it. A little Easter egg. Well, folks, before the phone dies, I'll save a little bit until I make it up the top and film the sunset. It is a good feeling to make it into another state. My first state in the trail. Over now.
Official tally 18.2 miles. I'm not counting the backtracking to find my headphones earlier. It's probably another mile. Probably 19 or 20 miles. What's on the menu, you say? Mountain House, and that rice and chicken with some hemp seed. I'm so tired. This Mountain House makes it worth it. Folks, I'm about to roll up, call it a night. It's been a hell of a night. Hell of one hell of a weekend. I'm glad the rain's gone. I'm gonna try to catch up with folks tomorrow. White Wolf, over and out. Sharp tops. Not lying about that sharp top. So, made it up that death hill. Now I'm here on some flat ground finally. My body's running on about 80%, so it's a tough trail, guys. I can't lie. I want to sugarcoat it. So I camped last night at Appalachian Gap, and I thought I recognized Patch's voice last night. Wasn't until this morning that I saw her. Patches has been hiking with us since Springer. Well, just after Springer. She's been hiking with our little tramily. She made it to the North Carolina-Georgia border. It's pretty good. She says she's dropping out. So, best of luck to Patches. I think your mental attitude is the deciding factor in all this. Everybody's body hurts. God, I've never felt such pain. Chinese water torture. Waterboarding, nothing compares. I mean, Everest, I was thinking about Mount Everest last night. Everest is what, like, I don't know, it's up there, 5 miles or so, I don't know. But, hell, 5 miles ain't shit. This makes Everest look like ice cream and candy. But I've never hiked Everest. Probably never will. Because I got nothing to prove. I'm out here for the views. And most of all, for the people. People like Patches and the rest of the tramily are up the trail. And just folks out here on the trail, some of the best people in the world. So that's why I'm out here. I just did it. I solved my gas problem. She gave me a canister of gas. Some tuna. A couple bars here, which may get me to Franklin. Pretty soon. 2 nights worth of food. View right here, folks. We're up here somewhere between Sassafras, Standing Indian. What a view. Well, that's what I do, but enjoy it. I'll charge up my phone for a few minutes, enjoy this view, and get on down the highway, Appalachian Highway. Well, folks, this is what I'd like to refer to as a turning point. I'm here at the Sapphire Inn in Franklin, North Carolina, room number 2. And I don't know, the trail just seems to always provide for me. Down at Deep Gap, I'm playing foot doctor, working on my foot, and then out of nowhere shows up Bobby the Greek in a Ram truck, asking if anybody needed a shuttle. At first thought, I was like, he's kidding. Deep Gap's too deep in the woods for anybody to come out here, shuttle a hiker into town to resupply. But I shit you not, he stopped. And he was affordable too, because there were other hikers in on it. $20. Rather nice. Franklin, North Carolina, we got a Mi Casa Mexican restaurant right across the street. This was right on time. When I was sitting there in Deep Gap, I was thinking about that ascent up to Standing Indian Mountain, straight up. Then I was going to have to hike another few miles from there to get to mile marker 96, and then from 96 wake up and hike to 108, which is a winding stair gap, right on the road, and catch the bus there. Or hitchhike, you can do that too. But here comes Bobby the Greek out of nowhere and just saved the day. Told us where to go. Got the Hilltop Hotel, it was full, but brought us over here to Sapphire. It's walking distance to everything. Outdoor 76. Go over there and try to figure out what's going on with my feet. Try to dump some half weight if possible. But main thing is get cleaned up, relax, get some Mexican food, and try to find out where the rest of my family is. I haven't heard from them all day, but maybe we can meet up. If not, I'll be here or there. Anyways, White Wolf from Franklin, North Carolina. Catch back at you later. There we are. Another satisfied customer at La Casa, Mi Casa y Su Casa Mexican restaurant. Just what the dog ordered. Well, if I don't get killed crossing the street, head back to the hotel at the Sapphire Inn here in Franklin. They got a hiker rate and everything, so everything worked out. Sounds like his muffler about to fall off. You know, everything is about trail magic. Sometimes you have to make your own trail magic. Sometimes it comes to you. make it. I'm gonna head on into this Sapphire Inn, folks. All right, ladies and gents. White Wolf checking back in with you on whatever the day is, April 13th, I think. I'm in Franklin, North Carolina, zeroing out. Just had some wonderful breakfast at the Country Kitchen. 2 plates. I think my hiker hunger has kicked in. I'm also not able to eat enough, it seems like, but I'm slamming some pancakes and hash browns this morning. Wonderful stuff. But anyways, Franklin is a nice little small town. Just hiked up the hill to Outdoor 76. The guys up there are really knowledgeable, helpful, but they said it'd be more helpful if I bought my actual boots and figure out what's going on with my feet. Blister issue. So I'm hiking back to the hotel in my little flip-flopperies. Feels good just to get my boots off for a day. I think that's the nicest thing about this. To get my boots off, get some breakfast, and now I'm going to go back to the hotel and get those boots, take them back to 76, see what the issue is. But it's been a nice morning. Been able to talk to a few hikers, Mud Duck, Tangles, Kermit. There's been a few hikers I've recognized too. I can't remember everybody's names, but I'm trying. And I did hear from my family this morning. They said they were coming into Franklin tomorrow, so they must have got a day behind, or I was a day ahead in my thinking, or just not thinking. But I sure am glad Bobby the Greek showed up yesterday at Deep Gap. Pulled me out of that hole, and Franklin, North Carolina is taking care of me, folks. So if you hiking the trail, don't pass up Franklin. Come in, go down to Lazy Hiker, get yourself a beverage, go over to Outdoor 76, get your feet issues worked out, any gear you need, resupply at the Dollar General if you're on a budget. You know, just take advantage of good communities like this that are hiker friendly, and kind of see the hikers as the lifeblood of the town. It's been real, quite an experience, just seeing how the hiker community kind of flows in and off the trail, but makes you wonder, where is the trail actually? Is the trail even a real thing? I mean, is the Appalachian Trail the actual mud and rocks? Or is it just some idea? I mean, not to get too philosophical on a Tuesday, but I've been thinking about this idea of the trail, because the mileage changes right across the street here. The mileage changes on the trail every year. Hovers somewhere around 2,100 miles. But I was looking at the map, and it looks like actually I'd have been heading south if I were taking Deep Gap, go down south and come back up and hit Winding Stair. Seems like going around your elbow to get to your asshole, if you ask me. So Bobby did me a favor by getting me in that truck, shuttling me on into Franklin, and saving me from hiking south on a northbound adventure. So don't get too stuck to norms, is what I'm saying. allow yourself to think that the way that everybody else has hiked the trail in generations past is the way that we're hiking the trail today. You know, allow things to be built upon. That's what we're really lacking is a new myth to be built upon here. And I think that the trail is just that myth that we need. Does the trail exist? Maybe. I'll holler back at you guys later when I get my foot issues worked out. White Wolf, check it out. Alright folks, White Wolf checking back in with you. I'm in Franklin, North Carolina. Just walked out of Outdoor 76 here on a little strip here. See they're down there. Rob, the guy in there, really was helpful. I mean, extremely helpful. I come at this with a totally wrong mindset. Like, it's 2021. You don't have to suffer on the trail. Now, there's some people that just have a naturally strong mind, like myself, and can basically go through anything. But I'm learning to get past that little rascal. I walked into Outdoor 76 and they fitted me up with this nice pack and shoes. And now I feel like I'm hiking like in the future. This is great. They also have a brewery in the back. I'm gonna kill some time. So I'm hiking back down the hill here in Franklin. Here's the hill. We're approaching. Franklin's a cool town. I think the only thing they're missing is a dispensary and open container. But they'll get there. So my tramily made it to Franklin. And they're at the hotel down the hill, Sapphire Inn. Hiking there now and trying to catch up with them. See how they're doing, how busted up they are. It has been 110 miles for them and only 85 for me. Well, count all the backtracking, the approach trail and all that BS. I've probably done 110 also. But Franklin, North Carolina, folks, you know, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Buy your little truck. This place is great. And basically what I'm doing is taking my old pack, which was too big for me. That's why my shoulders and collarbones are all scarred and bruised. I've been carrying all the weight on my shoulders. I got no ass. So I've got this fitting up on my hips like it's supposed to be fitting, like a hiker. There's no reason, folks, for you to be striving up the mountain. You should be hiking, not striving because your gear is all out of whack. But at the end of the day, folks, like Rob says, it's not your gear. It's your mindset. If you want to hustle up the mountain with the wrong pack and the wrong shoes, and you got a strong mind, by all means. But if a guy named Bobby picks you up, brings you into Franklin, just go down to Outdoor 76 and he'll fix you up, get you a proper shakedown. I'm gonna do a shakedown tomorrow. And I'm gonna leave my pack and all this extra luxuries behind. I'm gonna come back and get it whenever I get Fontana back to my truck. We'll talk about that later. I've got some developments in the making right now. But this is all not a result of planning, folks. This is simply being available for the opportunity. When you learn that principle, you will be a traveler with no fixed plans. Check back in with you guys later. Heading down the hill. White Wolf. Over now.
Put your back right here. Don't call the police on me for doing this right here.
I'm recording you right now.
Okay, wait.
It's fine. I mean, if we gotta get on
This is how you get to the next place.
Yeah, it'd be no big deal.
Morning, folks. White Wolf checking in here. Down here in Franklin, North Carolina. My little Franklin trip's turned out to be a vacation. But I want to do this right, folks. And get all my gear set. Got new shoes, new pack. Turns out my shoes, well, my boots were a 44 and I need a 46. That explains the blisters. And my pack was too big. It was on its last buckle. Couldn't get any tighter. So there was, other than getting a new belt made for it, which was honestly a couple $100 for a new pack, is probably about the same as trying to get a belt fitted for one. And the company, Vortex, went out of business or sold the business or something. I'm not sure what happened to them. So good luck there. But everything's happening so fast, folks. I mean, the Buddhists have a concept called impermanence. It basically means the world is changing constantly. And this is the only thing that is constant is change. And I'm experiencing that firsthand every morning I wake up. The world has been set up by a set of consequences that were made yesterday. And it's kind of like a roll of the dominoes as they get going, and you just kind of have to get on board with it. I mean, if you try to change things, make them better fit what you want to happen, you're going to suffer. If you try to come out here and make your trip or your vacation, whatever you call it, go a certain way, you'll fail. But if you just go with the flow, and when an opportunity presents itself, recognize it. Wake up, smell the coffee when it's brewing. It's like when Bobby pulled up with the shuttle. I didn't know that was my shuttle. I didn't order that shuttle. So there you have it there. One example. This morning, I'm trying to find a place to stay. And same way, I don't know where I'm going to stay. A lot of people would be freaked out. I'm probably making you anxious now, even thinking about it. But I'm not worried about it. Going out here to the country kitchen again. The food is so good. And then I'll figure all that out. But today is get your gear ready day. I'm going to hit the trail back hard tomorrow. So there's that. But other than that, that's what I've been up to here in Franklin, North Carolina. Just getting all my ducks in a row, shooting them down tomorrow. Alright folks, we'll holler at you in a bit. I'm gonna get some breakfast. White Wolf. Well folks, Country Kitchen behind me, some of the best breakfasts in all of Franklin. I skipped the free breakfast this morning and followed my nose down to the Country Kitchen. And I think I made the right decision. But I'm gonna saunter on down here to the Jack's Hostel and see if I could squeeze in a closet down there for tonight. We'll see what happens. We got about an hour before they're gonna kick me out of my other hotel, so we got a few things to do. All right, folks. See, everything just worked itself out over this cup of coffee right here. Went over to Baltimore Jack's, talked to Ron, the owner, and he said, we'll fit you in somewhere. We found a guy there named T-Bird staying in 178, said you get extra bed, a little suite in there, so he can fit me in there tonight. Split the bill, be around $30. So perfect for what I need, and closer to the outdoor store. Although I've enjoyed walking up this hill in Franklin. Good exercise without my pack. But it'd be nice to get on up the hill, get things situated a little closer in town. But I just wanted to fill y'all in what's going on here in Franklin, North Carolina. And today's day 14, the AT hike. Just taking it one day at a time, you know. It's really no rush to get to Maine, because I'm probably not even going to finish in Maine. I might heck Maine first, come back and summit the Smokies as a grand finale. I don't know. The story is writing itself, so it's not like I got a script here. But if I had one, it would be terrible. So let's go on a little adventure, guys, and see what happens. Oh yeah, my family are also staying at Baltimore Jack's. They're doing the laundry. So it's nice to see everybody. Last night we went out to Mi Casa y Su Casa, Mexican restaurant. Round 2 for me, round 1 for them. We also went to the Currahee Brewing Company, which is a decent beer down there too. You're not going to be hurting to find a beer in Franklin, North Carolina. Anywhere in North Carolina, really. It's very beverage friendly. Lots of breweries. All they're missing is a dispensary, but they'll get there. But anyways, let's let me get on down the road here, folks. Not get killed jaywalking. I'm gonna holler back at y'all later. White Wolf signing out. Alright, folks. I'm trading in my heart-shaped flip-flops. New kicks. Guy down at Outdoor 76 said they were the right size. But he did these laces some kind of special way. I'm not even sure how to do that, but the guy seemed like he knew what he was doing. So we're gonna try them out. Alright folks, this is my new spot at Jack's. I got me a bed over here. And it's my new pack, which is a Gregory Stout 70. So I fit everything in there. Once I took out some voluntary, I'm leaving my tarp behind, the brain to my old pack, a few miscellaneous items, a couple of ropes that one of my family members left behind. Gotta return that. But my pack here is Stand it up. There she is. Definitely not packed right. I mean, we got stuff over. But I'm going over to Outdoor 76 right now and basically getting a shakedown over at the store. So these are my volunteer items. I'm gonna leave here along with my boots and my old pack. And then I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna be able to reduce anything off of this pack. That's gonna, I don't know. I got a lot of stuff, you know. I'm a bit of a diva at this point. I'm like 14 days in. So let's go see what Rob says. There they are over there.
All right, question number 8. What was Elvis's first #1 hit in the United States? What was Elvis's first
Mama Tried.
#1 hit in the United States?
Mama what?
Mama Tried.
Tried or tried? Yes.
Tried.
Tried?
Tried.
Oh, tried. Okay. I was like, half second. Oh, yeah, I found this one right.
The Mama Tried. Mama Tried.
My ad. Do you have to do like target?
Alright, I'll send you that one. I can write it down. And then the other section is also. My phone didn't come up for 10 days.
Well, I was
He's
like,
like, oh, they're listening it. He's like, they don't want to be legally obligated.
because my mom,
in the notes.
like,
So
qualified
unless
for
you
the.
That's what I was walking. That's the only word. Did they just go on?
You gotta get them rolling.
Oh, you should have been walking around yesterday, socks and tracks
To practice? This is
to
very
stretch
difficult.
it out.
Once you get them on, they're good though.
Oh my god. Actually, your food bag is way heavier than mine. I don't know why I made that sound.
Leaving Franklin. Sad,
This is difficult.
It's not easy.
exciting.
It's annoying. That'll prevent blisters on my floor.
That feels good once you have it on.
I'm just gonna take this whole roll of toilet paper.
Yeah.
You guys need it.
The Gregory Stout 70 liter and a pair of speed goats
That feels so weird. Oh, I don't like it.
and a banana.
My freaking hand sanitizer.
And coffee.
I do not like it.
We're leaving Baltimore Jack's bittersweet. I love Franklin, North Carolina. It's the best town I've been to so far. I've been to a lot of towns. But we're going to get back on trail. I think we're heading to Winding Stair Gap. Putting in there, come back, hit Standing Indian on a flip-floppy. I think we're just going to keep heading north. See if we make it to Fontana. But I think I got everything straightened out in Franklin. Everybody took one look at me and said, "You're this, you're that." I just listened. I'm learning to listen. Take away one thing from this trail is listen. But folks, I got trail fever. Let's get back out there. White Wolf, I'll let you know.
This thing on top of a mountain.
My sweat's gonna water it.
Friends, everybody get to resupplying what you needed while you were here.
Way too
Way
much.
too
Way
much.
too much.
Okay.
Too much.
Gonna have to eat double.
Well, I
time.
want to thank you for visiting our town. And I hope everything was good.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, that's making it tough for me to see out that mirror. If you could move forward just a little bit. There you go.
You got it too? Wait.
You want to keep eating?
I am, but I'm gonna do this. Like, I wanna put it.
The worst videographer.
You are the worst. Hey, you want bananas like this too. Because then, that's how you're supposed to eat it, and then when you're done, you can hold it.
How's that Sheryl Crow song? Leaving Franklin.
Stop.
It was
Where'd it go? I lost it.
Did it fall?
Please.
Well, leaving Franklin.
I just can't
Up
wait.
to the top of the other ball there, Siler Ball, winding stairs right over to our left. It's 3,820 feet elevation, that winding stair, and I think it's what, 5,400
More about trail.
at Waya. It's quite a climb.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it myself because my pack is down to about 35 pounds. I was started out about 50.
You got it down there where you can run.
Oh yeah, I got a new pair of speed goats, hiking shoes,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I feel like I'm a whole different hiker. Back on the trail. Straight up. Out the gate. I'm feeling a lot better. 100% better. Just might make it. You see the bridge?
Thank you for the second time, but now condiments. Pretty good.
Wow.
They're like idiots.
We were trying to wave you up.
That's so funny.
It
Aww.
is better. Why do you have to look through the dead trees?
Tio.
Yes.
Oh.
White Wolf folks checking in early this morning, chasing sunrises, hiking back up to the fire tower for that view we had yesterday. So incredible. It's got to be amazing this morning, but it's cold and I'm just on foot, no pack. About a mile up, should be there in about 15 minutes. We might make it, probably fashionably late.
Yeah.
Stream, a little shelter. Fall down the fucking stairs. A little rickety. A little rickety little staircase. Shaking.
These are like Eastern Europe somewhere. They'd be like park somewhere and like walk in the train tunnel
Kinda.
back to it and like sneak in through the building and like go up it. They're like pretty sure they're gonna get caught on the way down. Like they didn't know.
There's 3 bars that not Brian though.
Made it.
Fucking mountains like
What is this, Weitzer? Ball?
Oh, I don't know. What's this one called?
What's the name of this top? Weitzer?
I'm not sure on that one.
We should all like run one side.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
Run and jump onto the other side.
We don't know where we're at.
the whole fucking ground moved.
We'll get back to you.
That step?
Literally thought I had walked off the face of the earth. Up here.
beautiful. Perfect weather, you can see for miles.
I know, it's perfectly clear.
I don't know if this video is going to do it any justice, but we'll try. Howdy folks, White Wolf checking in. I wanted y'all to see this view. I almost walked right off the edge right there. It's a long ways down too. I don't know if that's Lake Fontana or seems to be north, so maybe. I think the Smokies are right over there. Whew. But we'll see. I went ahead and rolled my ankle again coming down that last pass. Sped up too much. Well, speed to go got ahead of me. So I need to slow it down. So we got these big steps here. So I gotta find some ice and get back to camp. Camp's about 3.5 miles, I think, from up top. I'm gonna walk off the edge of the mountain right here if I'm not careful. 3.5 miles to Rufus Night Shelter, I believe, where they're headed, but we'll get there when we get there. It's only 4 o'clock and yeah, it's too beautiful to be running down this mountain. I'm gonna snap a few more pictures, folks, and enjoy this hike because it's a beautiful day up here in North Carolina. Good day for hiking.
I feel like you're eating leaves in the woods. It's just like, it's better than leaves.
We were doing that earlier.
Not as good as a quesadilla.
Eating leaves in the woods. Yeah, there's a lot of edible plants.
Two ends of the spectrum.
You can identify them? My brother can, yeah. That's awesome. I want to meet your partner.
Comes touchdown behind me. Heading down to the NOC. Get some beverages and ankle brace. Completely fucked up my ankle again. So there's that, but not much further to go today. NOC, Nantahala Outdoor Center. Everybody's finding their post. Getting to their post.
Sure, why not? I'm just standing here. Yeah.
Pretty cool place. I actually came down here, did a day hike with my wife before. Pooh and I sat down on the other side of the river, and I'm on the opposite side now.
This time, we're doing it for real. NOC, baby.
Email though, I'll be the one to talk to you about that.
Got everything you need here, folks. With the NOC.
Is that the first shelter, right? It's the second shelter?
Yeah. It might be the first one. Yeah. The first one's like 7 miles in, I think. You gotta pretty much go that whole brutal climb.
Yeah, we're all working.
Break my two-hearted ale.
It might be deceiving. I mean, I feel like as long as it's not steps, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, as long as it's not steps, I'm okay with it too. I hate steps.
Steps are what
Chilling
kills
at the
me.
Whether you're
NOC.
going up or down, steps.
Especially here, like they made steps extremely high.
Yeah, and I put short legs.
Like I'm not. Like I feel like I'm.
on my knees.
I feel like I'm an average height dude. Like I'm struggling to get them steps.
Are you zeroing here? Are you thinking about going on?
Howdy, folks. Let me catch my breath on them. Like this. Word to the wise. Don't eat a 12-inch pizza and drink a tall boy two-hearted. Then try to climb up from the bottom. It's up to 4,000 feet. It's brutal. But anyways, I didn't get on here to bitch. I just got on here to let y'all know I was alive. Hiking up backside of NOC, heading towards Sassafras Shelter, I believe. Went down to outdoor store at the NOC and got me a pair of little dirty gals. Well, they're clean gals right now, I guess you call them. Till it starts raining, you get mud all over your socks. Nice pair of gaiters. Something you need to add to your Christmas list, folks. Get you some sent to your stockings. But I sure did tear up my ankle yesterday, so I bought me an ankle brace and ended up just going back to using a knee brace. Seemed to add more support up high where I need it. These speed goats, one thing they don't have is ankle support. You get feeling froggy coming down the ridge and all of a sudden you pop your ankle and then there goes your next 3 days right there, folks. So just a word to the wise. That's all I wanted to say today, really.
Alright, cool. Saw a lot of that yesterday. Just keep going. Oh, here you go.
Well, hello. She's taking a view of the beautiful view up here.
Holy shit.
We were there. That's where we were.
You move over like a little bit.
Pig.
We were just there.
Something else in.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, this is solid. Oh. But that means there's a big fucking mountain over there.
Looks like a
He's on the other side of that.
Fontana or a river. Alright folks, let me tell you what. believe it was worth it. All this pain today. Get up here. Catch this view.
I survived without it. I think I'm going with Sriracha. I'll probably get like 2 bottles next time and just eat that instead of food.
Do what?
Just eat the Sriracha instead of the food.
Is there any calories in Sriracha?
No, 0 calories.
Real bougie breakfast.
Just pack out like protein powder and Sriracha.
What I wanted to get was this
Cowboy glamping.
Protein. Or like little tiny cayenne pepper. Like that packs way more punch than like waffle Sriracha. You just add water to it and got Sriracha. I want to get those little tiny like cayenne pepper. They didn't have them at Walmart, but like McCormick makes tiny spice.
Hey, folks. White Wolf checking in with y'all. Alright, we made it out of Sassafras Gap this morning. Stayed at the shelter last night. Well, I slept out by the campfire. Woke up and, well, I didn't wake up. I was laying there for about 2 hours last night, listening to about 30 people snore out of sync. They weren't synced up together, folks. It sounded like an orchestra of bassoons, tubas, contrabasses, sawing logs. But I just packed my ass up and went out by the only flat spot in North Carolina, by the fire ring. And that was the right decision. So, anyways, 5,000 feet, over 5,000 feet before 10 a.m. It's not too bad. Somebody packed up a 18 case of PBR last night. I packed in about 3 pernicious myself. So we had a good time last night at the shelter. Had our first concert. One of my family members, Crooks, he brought a little ukulele and we formed a band called Crooked Wolf. I learned to play ukulele in about 30 minutes. And she already has a beautiful voice, so we just had to get synced up and we had a show ready for last night, and it worked out well. Everybody got drunk and had a good time, and that is what I do best, I guess. Setting people at ease with the soothing sounds of the pan flute. But I love music. You know, it's finally good to find other people that love music too. I like that. It's been a lonely few weeks without my guitar. I thought about bringing it up here, but last time I did, it almost ended up at firewood, so I don't know, I might bring a little backpacker. Shed some unnecessary. If I shed about 15 pounds on the next shakedown, I might throw in a guitar. But we'll see, folks. Right now, I'm just trying to get to the top of this hill. I'm up here about 5,000 feet up, 5,100, and no sign of the top. So I'm gonna keep on pressing on, folks, and we will see you at the top. White Wolf. Well, folks, howdy. Today is the day. Well, at least for White Wolf anyways. I am headed to Fontana Dam with the family. And this is where I get off trail. Here's what happened, folks. My friend Jordan begged me to come play guitar for her gig she has, and sounded like she was in a bind. You know how White Wolf has a softie for friends in a bind. So I'm getting off trail. I'm gonna go do a show south of Atlanta and then resupply at my house, which is not far from there. So should be able to do is get off trail, relax for a couple of days, do the show, and then resupply, shakedown for summer, which is going to be my second shakedown right now. After my Franklin shakedown, I lost about 15 pounds off my pack, got it down to 35, and I'm hoping to shake down another 10 to 15 for summer. Get a lighter bag, dump this tent, switch to a hammock. I may add only one thing. It might be my backpacking guitar. Just because I got a little band formed out here called Crooked Wolf, and we're trying to make a little trail magic on our own out here. I guess the only thing that's missing out here in the woods is a little human music. You know, these birds singing all day, and we're out here with our headphones in, trying to pump music into the forest. Virtually, I'm saying, let's just do it for real. Why don't we do it for real? That is my question to you folks this morning. So it's about 8:30 in the morning. I got up around 6:30. The sun was just barely peeking its little head above the mountain. At about 7, packed up, had a little oatmeal breakfast, polished off the gas, hiking back an empty container. Now I'm on trail. 8:30, hiking towards Fontana, where my truck is parked with a full resupply for the Smokies, which was the original intention, was to get through the Smokies. But looking at the time schedule, folks, and the weather, I'd have to get through the Smokies. I'd have to go today, and I'd have to hike the Smokies in 4 days, and then basically run to my gig without any time to prepare. And folks, one thing White Wolf likes is being prepared. Scout motto, be prepared. I'm not claiming to be some Eagle Scout out here. Far from it. I'm like a Triggle Scout. I come out here and hang out with the trees. Leave the scouting to the professionals. I stay on the white blazes. But that's why they call me White Wolf, because I follow the white blazes. You know, I was thinking about the trail and how the trail really has a grounding effect. Just such a groundless existence we have, especially in 2021. I mean, what rock do you stand on in 2021 when there is no rock and the rocks are shifting? And found out you were standing on the wrong rock, and everybody's saying, hey, you're on the wrong rock.
Well, folks, the trail is the rock. The trail, it's not just this trail. I'm sure this is a little footpath in the woods. The real trail can't be seen, but yet it is a grounding force that binds all those hikers together. And that's what we're lacking, folks, is a grounding force to bind us all together that is real and not imaginary. So some may claim, White Wolf, roll one out of your bag, because what you're saying is complete nonsense. But try it out. Strap on your pack and hop on the trail and see if you can find it. It may not be where you thought it was going to be. It may not start where you thought it was going to start. And I highly doubt it's going to end where you think it's going to end. So be flexible, folks. Tread lightly. Happy trails, all smiles, miles. Holla at y'all later. White Wolf signing. Fucking village, we made it.
Why don't we get a nice little table outside?
Yeah.
We just put all the tables together. How many of them? 1, 2,
Say hello to heaven.
Where around tables? That's the question.
The Wildwood Grill. Well, folks, we made it to the lodge. Fontana. Just had a hella good food at the Wildwood Grill back there. Everybody made it. And old Wolf parked his truck up here at the lodge about 3 weeks ago. I'm hoping it's still here. Can't remember where I put it, but I think it's up on this hill somewhere. But anyways, gonna find out where I parked, and then we're gonna head back to NOC, get some supplies for the Smokies, and then I'm actually gonna dip out here probably tomorrow, I guess, and go take care of some things, then get back on the trail. The trail is not ending, folks. It's just a resupply. Resupplying everything. Got to get a little cash, leave my sleeping bag behind, switch out my tent for a hammock. Basically getting ready for summer camping, because this folks just warming up out here. And there's no sense carrying around a 0-degree bag when things are warming up. Damn, this hill is something else. But anyways, it's a nice resort, folks. Fontana Village. I got everything: a fire pit, a grill, a bar, restaurant. It's a little bougie for your through hiker, but every now and then you gotta treat yourself right. But definitely, if you got a family, come out here to Fontana Village, because this place is legit. But it's a through hiker's dream. We're gonna stay here tonight and see what they got in the order of refreshments. I heard they got a game room, so we're gonna find out. Oh, looky here. Little doggy in the window. And there's my truck right where I left her. Alright, folks, I'm gonna jump in here and resupply. That's what it's all about, folks. White Wolf,
I'm gonna have to holler at y'all later because I got places to be. I got my wheels back, resupplying, getting back in the game. Y'all stay tuned.
I'm gonna go down to the lake and get a canoe and just float out into oblivion.
Happy 420, guys and gals. Higher on the mountain. Well, let's just go for a hike on 420. Up several thousand feet. Make a day of it. It's always hard starting out after a B-row, especially from the Fontana village. Higher on the mountain. Well, folks, here's Lake Fontana. We're hiking towards the dam on the Appalachian Trail. Trying to make it up to a higher elevation. Trying to get higher today. Today is 420. 420-21. We're just trying to get a little higher in elevation and in attitude. I couldn't pass up another day of hiking, so I was going to head home, but decided just to get back on trail since I'm feeling so froggy. Know what I mean? How you doing? There she is, folks. Fontana Dam coming right up. Gorgeous spring day. Looking nice down here at the bottom. About 2,000 feet. We gotta go up 5,000. And they said it's gonna, folks, they said it's gonna be a dogwood winter coming in tomorrow. Dogwood winter when the dogwoods are blooming. And then get hit with a snowstorm. You may not see any snow, maybe a little. But it's gonna be cold. Guarantee it. Of April. Surprise. Just about to lose my hat, folks. Hold on. There we go.
Off my pole. Jump in. Get it. You were a fish, like from here, like, ah! You just put your trail right there.
You're a fish you want.
Be a YouTube giant.
They had a pay to plan at breakfast, so I just kind of was like, well, I have to go, so bye. What do we think the odds are that touchdown and we'll stay another day? Touchdown checked out.
Doesn't mean you want to stay another day.
Yeah, we checked out before.
There's a shelter right there.
Packing it in. Into the Smokies. White wolf, y'all.
Right up against the tree.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy.
Did he move down your way?
No, he was looking at me and itching at me, and I didn't see him until like my foot was here and he was here, and I was like, whoa!
Into the Smokies. White wolf, y'all.
Two thumbs up.
I'll give it 5 stars. Howdy, folks. White wolf checking in with y'all. Gloves back on. Can't work the damn phone. Gloves on. Top of Smoky Mountain. Top of the Smoky Mountains this morning. And bad weather coming in today. I got a huge case of summit fever yesterday and just said, fuck it, I'm gonna hike the Smokies in 2 days. Well, that's not gonna happen, folks. Only thing summit fever will do for you is put you right back down the mountain. Right back where you started. So folks, if you don't have enough time to do it, I gotta be somewhere Saturday. And there's no telling what could happen up here when the weather shifts. So I'm heading back to Fontana. Hiked in last night to Birchwood sites, but we only went about 8 miles. And we made camp. So I could either hike 30 miles, over 30 miles, to Newfoundland Gap or Clemens and just pay $200 to get a shuttle there. But I know it would all work out. But old White Wolf he's reached a turning point, folks. He's having to turn back and hike south. Not the first time I've hiked south this trip, but I'm officially a Bobo. Both directions. And it's starting to rain. So I need to find me a little shelter up here and lose some of these layers I'm burning up and freezing at the same time. But that's hiking for you folks. It's just never a dull moment to it. So we'll get off here and get my umbrella out and just try to enjoy this hike today, because that's really all I wanted to do was hike. And hiking with good company is nice, but hiking solo can also be nice. So, alright folks, I'm gonna let you go. I'll get back to you. Keep you posted whether or not I'm gonna get back on this trail or not. You know, I gotta break it to my wife and hiking the Appalachian Trail, and there's just certain things, stars that gotta line up, folks. But if they do line up, I might make it all the way. But we'll see. Nothing's for certain. Most folks don't make it. And just a word of encouragement this morning. Summit when you're ready. Not when you're eager to summit. Alright folks. White Wolf signing out. Alright wolf pups. This is a lesson right here. Summit fever yesterday. Got to my truck yesterday and I parked it here at the trailhead, and I said I'm just gonna go in and hike the Smokies. It's completely led by passion, folks. But your passion is like a one-winged bird limping around with a one wing, no flight at all. You need both passion and reason to be two wings that carry you above till you're flying high in the Smokies. My reason was just not there. Passion, solid. Reason, struggling, folks. I want to hike. Dogwood winters moving in. And I ain't got any pants. No spikes. I'm just not prepared for winter in the Smokies. Now, I've hiked it before in the winter, in the snow, with Jake, and he wasn't prepared, and he had a miserable time. I was prepared, and I had a great time. Besides Jake bitching and complaining the entire time about being wet and cold, claiming he was dying. But my thoughts go out to all the folks up there that I passed coming down the mountain this morning. Seem to have a good attitude and seem to be prepared. And hopefully they will succeed making it through the Smokies this last week of April. And then spring is sprung and summer will be here before you know it. We'll all be setting up at trail day smiling. But right now, I got to go handle some personal things and get on back down to Georgia and resupply. And then I'm going to try to get back on trail, if at all possible. But I'm just taking this one day at a time, folks. The goal is to get to Maine and hike the entire trail. That's the goal. So if I got to come back and hit the Smokies on a clear day or gear up and hike it in the snow, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to be prepared. And most of all, I want to have a good hike. So, thoughts out to all the campers up on the mountain this week. And hope that everybody makes it down safely with no issues or injuries. So White Wolf, signing out. Be back.